Hi viewers, welcome to Ganisk YouTube channel. In this tutorial, I am going to explain you how to create Tekla Modeling Single Part Drawings and Assembly Drawings for this column, just like this. Okay, let's start. Open Tekla Structures with US environment. Now we're going to create column. So click on Steel and select this column and click on here to create the column like this. By default, we have I section, but we require a rectangle or halo section. So double click on this column. Now we're going to change the profile here. So click on here and minimize this eye profile, and let's take here rectangular halo section. Click on here, and now we're going to take standard profile. So click on here, let's take HSS 10, HSS 10 by 10 by half inch. You need to select this profile, then click on apply. OK, then click on modify to see the result here. You can see now we have the rectangular halo section. Now we're going to change the top level and bottom level of this column. So let's take the top level 12 feet and bottom level 0. Then click on modify. You can see now you will get like this. Now close this window and close this window. Now click on space, right click on mouse, drawing. Okay, now we're going to create base plate for this rectangular halo section. So go to application components by using the shortcut Ctrl F, or you can click on here. In search bar, let's take 1047 and scroll it down. Now we're going to take this component US base plate 1047. So click on this component and you can see it's asking pick part. So select the main part as a column and pick the position at here at gradient section point. Now close this window, right click on mouse, interrupt, click on space, right click on mouse, review. You can see by default we have the base plate like this. Okay, now we're going to edit this base plate as we required. So double click on this base plate and zoom out and zoom in here. Okay, now we're going to change the base plate thickness. So click on this parts tab. In parts, you can see by default we have 3 by 4 inch. Let's take half inch base plate thickness. Then click on modify to see the result here. Then click on modify. You can see now this base plate thickness should be half inch. Now go to anchors tab. You can see now you can change the rod profiles from these options. For example, by default we have the rod 3 by 4 inch anchor rod. For example, we're going to take 5 by 8 inch. So click on here. Now click on here and change value here 5 by 8. Then click on apply. OK. Now click on modify to see the result here. You can see now we have the rod 5 by 8 inch. Similarly, we're going to change the nut and washer profile. So click on here and let's take 5 by 8 inch nut. Click on apply. OK. Similarly, we're going to change the washer. So click on here. Let's take 5 by 8 inch washer. Then click on apply. OK. Now click on modify to see the result. You can see now we have 5 by 8 inch nut and washer also. You can see now by default we have the grout at the bottom of this base plate. If you don't require, you can remove this grout. Here you can see now we have the option grout option here with the spacing 3 by 4 inch thickness. For example, we're going to take half inch, then click on modify. You can see now we have this grout should be half inch thickness. If you don't require this grout, then select here and make it 0 grout, then click on modify. You can remove the grout like this. You can see from these options you can change the anchor rod length and thread length here 4 inch, and the projection we have 2.5 inch. If you want to change, you can change the values here as per your standards and requirement. For example, by default we have this profile anchor rod. If you want to change the anchor rod profile, then click on here and we have different types of shapes here. Depends upon your requirement, you can choose from here. For example, let's take this one, then click on modify. You will get like this. If you want to create the nut and washer here, then you need to click on here and select this S, and here also S, and here also S, then click on modify. You'll get like this. If you want to change another profile, then click on here and let's take this profile, click on modify. You'll get like this. Okay, for example, we're going to take this profile, then click on modify. You'll get like this. Okay, now go to the bolts tab. In bolts tab, you can control the spacing of these bolts and number of bolts from here. For example, we're going to take here the bolt size should be equal to the anchor rod size, so you need to select here 5 by 8 inch and tolerance is 5 by 16. If you want to change, you can change from this option. Now we're going to change the spacings, so click on here and enter the edge distance here 2 inch at top and bottom in vertical and horizontal distance, edge distances. Now coming to here, you can in this direction we have the two walls, so enter here 2 and the spacing we're going to take 1 feet 2 inch, and similarly in this direction we're going to take here 2 walls and the spacing 1 feet 2 inch. Then click on modify to see the result here. You can see now we have the edge distance in this direction and in this direction, widthwise and lengthwise should be 2 inch, and the number of walls here is 2 and the spacing between the two walls should be 1 feet 2 inches. If you want to create 3 walls, then you need to enter here 3 and the spacing we're going to take, let's take 8 inch, and similarly we're going to take here also 3 walls and the spacing 8 inch. Then click on modify. You can see you'll get like this. Depends upon your requirement, you can choose the number of bolts and the spacings from these options. For example, we're going to take here 2 and here also 2. Then click on modify. You'll get like this. With the spacing, we need to take here 1 feet 2 inch and here also 1 feet 2 inch. Then click on modify like this. Now click on modify, apply, OK. Now click on space, right click on mouse to draw view. Okay, now we're going to create single part drawings and assembly drawings for this column. So before going to create single part and assembly drawings, we need to create numbering. So click on this drawings and reports, and we need to click on this perform numbering, and we need to select this number modified objects. You can see numbering completed successfully. Now we're going to create single part drawing for this pipe. So select this rectangular hollow section, then right click on mouse, create drawing and create single part drawing. You can see one drawing created successfully. Now we're going to create base plate single part drawing also. Before that, we need to select this option, select object in components, then only you can select only the base plate at here. You can see now we have selected only the base plate, so right click on mouse, create drawing and click on this single part drawing. You can see one drawing created successfully at the bottom. So now we're going to open the single part drawing. So click on this drawings and reports and click on here document manager. You can see now we have the two drawings and the type, this is the W indicates the single part drawings. Now we have the two drawings, BP1 and C1 is the base plate and column rectangular hollow section. Now we're going to open this base plate drawing. So double click on this base plate drawing to open the drawing in the background. Now close this window. Now we have the base plate drawing like this, single part drawing. And zoom in. You can see now we have the total length of this base plate. Now we have the dimensions, edge distance from edge of this plate to whole distance and from here to here at this location. If you want to create this side, then click on here and delete it and go to the dimensioning and select this vertical distance and pick the first point at here and pick the second point here and pick the third point at this location and select the fourth point at here. Now we're going to place this dimension at this location, so just place the cursor at here and press the scroll button to create the dimension like this. Now right click on mouse, interrupt. Now have the dimension here, you can see 2 inch and 1 feet 2 inches and 2 inches. Now total length of this base plate is 1 feet 6 inches like this. If you want to move this dimension, then click on here dimension and then use the left mouse key to pan it like this. Similarly, we have in this direction also we have the spacing here. Now just click on it and drag it to place nearby the base plate edge and click on here and place it like this. Click on here and place it in this side like this. If you want to increase the scale of this drawing, then double click on this border. Now click on here and enter, let's take 1 feet 8 inch, then click on modify. You can see now this drawing scale increased. If you want to increase more, then let's take here 1 by 6, then click on modify. You can increase like this, then click on apply, OK. You can see now I have the drawing like this. Now if you want to move this drawing, then click on here on the boundary, then use the left mouse key to pan it to adjust the drawing where you want to place in this page. Okay, now use the shortcut Control S for save it and close this window to close the drawing. Now go to the document manager. Now I'm going to create this column single part drawing. So double click on this drawing. Now close this window. Now we have this column rectangular halo section single part drawing like this. Now this is the rectangular halo section, so it should be have hidden lines inside the thickness of this column. So double click on this part and you need to select these hidden lines and tick mark here, and own hidden lines tick mark here, then click on modify, apply, OK to create the hidden lines of this column like this. This is the thickness of this rectangular halo section like this. Now I have the total length with the profile in this option. Now we're going to create the part mark for this rectangular halo section. So select this drawing, then right click on mouse, add mark and apply part mark. You can see you will get like this. Double click on this part mark. You can see the part mark should be part position. To make sure this should be part position, then click on modify, apply, OK. You can see you will get like this. If you want to move this part mark at the middle of this drawing, then click on it and hold the shift key and use the left mouse key to adjust the position of this part mark. If you want to adjust only the this arrow, then use the left mouse key, only use the left mouse key to adjust the position like this with fixed arrow position. Okay, now Control S for save the drawing. Now close this window here to close the drawing. Now we have successfully created single part drawing for this rectangular halo section and base plate. Now we're going to create the assembly drawing. So click on this column, then right click on mouse, create drawing and assembly drawing. You can see one drawing is created successfully. So go to the document manager, click on here document manager. Now we have here column C1 with the type A. A indicates the assembly drawing, W indicates the single part drawing. If you want to see only the single part drawings, then click on here single part drawings. You will get only the single part drawings in the list. If you want to see only the assembly drawings, then click on here assembly drawings. You can see now we have only the assembly drawings in this list. If you want to see all drawings, then click on here all documents. You will get all drawings at here. For example, select this assembly drawings. Now we're going to create the assembly drawing dimensions. So click on here, double click on this drawing. Now close this window here. You can see now we have the assembly drawing for this column. So zoom it here. Now we have the total length. Now click on this dimension and drag it and place it here properly. These are the levels, so place it here. You can adjust like this with the left mouse key. Just select the dimension and use the left mouse key to adjust the position of this dimension like this. You can see now we have the section also here, section AA. Now select this, click on this section and you can adjust the arrow vertically like this with the left mouse key. Just select this dimension and left mouse key, you can drag it and place the position properly. You can see now we have the in section we have the base plate details here. So click on here dimension and place it nearby it, and click on here and drag it and place it like this. Similarly, we're going to drag it this dimension like this. Click on here and drag it. Now we have the part mark for this base plate. So double click on this base plate. Now we're going to change the position. So now we're going to take with the arrow part mark, then click on modify, apply, OK. Now we have the like this. Hold the shift key and left mouse key to adjust the position of this base plate part mark here like this. Now we have the part mark, whole part mark here. Now base plate part mark here, and we have the spacings here for this base plate versus column. If you want to adjust this base plate position, then click on here and you can adjust with the border like this. Now we're going to create the part mark for this column. So click on this column, right click on mouse, add mark, upright mark, and click on here and drag it here. This is the C1 part mark for this column. Double click on this part mark, it should be part position, and close this window. Now I'm going to create a base plate part mark. So click on this base plate, right click mouse, add mark and apply it. Now I have the base plate part mark like this. Okay, if you want to rotate this column, then click on this border of this column, then right click on mouse. You can see now we have the option rotate view. Now you need to enter here 90 degrees, then click on rotate. You can see now I have the column vertically like this. If you want to scale down, then double click on this border. You can scale down here, then click on modify, apply, OK to scale down it, and you can place like this. You can see now we have the column like this. And the base plate here. If you want to place this column horizontally, then select this border, right click on mouse, rotate view, and make it here minus 90 degrees to rotate in clockwise direction. So make it here minus 90 degrees. Now click on rotate and close it and drag and place it here, and click on here and drag it, place it here, this base plate, and click on here and place it. Now we're going to scale up. Now we have the space here, so double click on this border. Now let's take here 1/12, then click on modify, apply, OK, and click on here and adjust the position of this drawing like this. Okay, you can see now we have the part mark here for the base plate and column, and we have the dimensions for this base plate to the column. And now we're going to weld this column and base plate. So we need to create the weld mark here. So click on this annotations and select this weld mark and pick the position here and pick the second position at this location to create the weld mark like this. Now we have the single side weld. Now we need to create the around weld. So double click on this weld size. Now click on here and select this around weld, then click on modify to create the around weld like this. If you want to change this weld size, then click on here and enter here the weld size. For example, let's take 4/16, then click on modify. You can see now we have 1/4 size of this weld. If you want to increase, let's take 5/16, then click on modify. You'll get like this. Okay, depends upon your welding size. As per your standards, you can enter here the weld size, and weld type also you can change here as per your requirement from this list. Then click on modify, apply, OK. Now click on space. You'll get like this. Okay, that's it about how to create assembly drawing for this column. So use the shortcut Ctrl S for save it. Now close this window here to close the drawing. Okay, that's it about how to create modeling and single part and assembly drawing for this column in Tekla Structures. If you like this video, please like it and share it. If you have any doubts, please comment below. For more Tekla Structure related videos, please go to my channel, youtube.com/ganisk. I will provide this link in the description below of this video. Please go through it and come here. Under videos, you can find out so many Tekla Structure related videos. I hope these videos might be helpful to you. And at the top right corner, please click on subscribe button. If you subscribe, you will get notification or updates when uploading new video. So please click on subscribe. Okay, thank you.